Hello, my name is Maria. I'm a game designer and developer, and on this channel, I'm documenting my journey of breaking into the games industry. Today, I'm trying the generative color tool of Adobe Illustrator to make some more variations of the characters for my game. I'm making this 2D cooking simulator, which you can learn more about on my channel. But basically, it has two screens with the kitchen and the dining area. And on this dining area, the different characters spawn and request different orders. Currently, I only have three types of characters, which are reds, bears, and hounds, two types of hounds. And they obviously look all the same, which is mildly confusing and just boring for players. I want all of the guests to look slightly different. I'm honestly not that sure how good it is going to look on my characters specifically, because I have this very limited color palette with kind of shades of grays and creams, and then red, which I use very intentionally, very rarely. And in the examples of this generative fill that I saw, the colors look very, very different. So I don't know. I guess let's try and see. Okay, so I have my characters here, but this is actually not how they look like in a game. Instead, they're all a little bit decapitated. And how the sprites look for the game, I separated their bodies from their heads, which might look a little bit creepy, but there is a reason because there are three different emotions in my game, and what I do, I just swap their head. So I believe there is not much tutorial in this because what you should do is you just select your artwork and then go edit colors and then generative recolor. So let's try sample ones. For example, generatify and Adobe Ads. Agree. Okay. So you can kind of see all of the options. Oh, I like this one. I mean, it's not suitable for my game, but it kind of looks like both Disco Elysium vibe-wise, and it also looks like these USSR uh, matchboxes stamps. I don't know. I just think it's very cute color palette, but okay. Obviously, it's not going to suit us that much. Maybe a sandstone. So that's fun. I do like that it's kind of keeping them together. So I guess it's good. Let's generate something for Ron. Okay. What if we just do 1950s vintage? Because that's some of my inspirations. Okay, honestly, this one doesn't look that bad. I would definitely just hand fix this black color. Let's kind of compare them side by side. Mm, there is a slight variation. Okay, this. Mm, okay, that's not perfect. Okay, 1950s um, propaganda print posters. So it still does kind of look strange. I mean, for my games, some of them can definitely work, not bright colors. Oh, and I just noticed that you can add colors, which is great because I do have these palettes that I can already use. Okay, but you can only specify 5 colors. Okay, what if I do this gray here and try generate like this? Okay, so see, that's kind of strange because I specified that I don't want that I only want these colors. So I don't know why it's not super precise at this point. Kind of like this variation, but then again, not these heads. Hey, this is Maria who is editing this video, and I just want to say that I tried really hard to make the use of this feature. I tried different prompts and even went to Google to see if maybe I'm doing something wrong. Turns out I wasn't doing anything wrong, it's just the use of this feature is quite hard to find. The prompt bar does not work like ChatGPT, which you can tell exactly what you need to, and it would do it. Instead, it's just kind of very vague vibe slash inspiration search of the color palette. It basically applies, VSCO filters to your artwork. It does not really change the color. And no shade to Adobe, because I get it that the AI is so popular and trendy right now and you just have to add it to your program. But I just don't see the use of this feature for my purposes specifically. So what I used next in this video on a time-lapse was just a normal recolor feature of Adobe. Because yes, even before all of the AI and other trends, you could recolor your artwork in Illustrator. You can literally copy the color palette from another vector graphics. You can shuffle your colors randomly. You can choose to add more or less of a specific shade. And you can just like hand pick and hand choose the colors. So you're going to see in the future how it works much better than just literally doing it automatically with a prompt. So I guess this video is a little bit misleading. I'm sorry. I'm just an indie dev and I'm trying to do what works best for my game. You probably haven't seen a lot of people using Adobe Illustrator for creating the graphics, which is understandable. I wouldn't say it's an industry standard in the game dev community at all, but I love using it. And there are a couple of reasons for that. First is when I just started doing game dev, I really needed to make some beautiful graphics for 2D projects, and I was notoriously bad with graphic tablets. When I just started, the standard tablet for drawing was the Wacom one, like completely black. You look at your computer screen, your hand draws like, on this tablet, and you get the image. So that never really worked for me. Um, I came from the fine arts background, so it was really important for me to see what I'm drawing. And all of the tablets which has screens which you can actually like see what you're drawing in detail were too expensive. I have this Samsung one and I love using it, but still you do not use Procreate on Samsung, obviously. And I'm just not sure how better or worse other programs are. For me, I feel like they're a little worse, and Procreate would be an ideal tool for me to use, but you know, in the future. So, without having any other options, rather than just using my mouse, I found Adobe Illustrator. And it's great because the mouse is really everything that you ever need. Still, you can get very smooth, like curvy and straight lines. There are many ways how you can transfer something that you drew on paper into the program very easily. And Adobe Illustrator works with vector graphics and raster graphics. So no matter how like small your original artwork is, you can easily expand it without losing any of the quality, and you can also customize it without losing anything. So, like in the case of my characters, just deattach the heads, completely customize it, and then reattach it again, you know, keeping these different variations. So that works great. It also has the asset export panel, and it's really easy to, for example, export the assets and then recolor them a little bit and export them in place of your previous ones. Or what I also like to do is um, put in my assets not against the white background, but against my background and just like exporting them one by one, because this way I can see the final picture before even putting everything in Unity, and I still can export each of the little elements one by one without having to put it on the different sheet. It is also a program which I already have experience with because I had a general design degree, and even right now I don't just design games, I design posters and like graphic assets, everything else as well. So for me, it's just the program that I know, and so I use that for my game dev. And for me, it's just was really easy to start making my own graphics in this program. If you're an indie dev, graphics is important. And you do not necessarily always have an artist to work with. So it's good to learn how at least do something on your own in the program of your choice, which is easier to learn for you. And surprisingly, I even found Illustrator good for the use of pixel art because you can really easily create a grid of any size and just paint like your pixel art with the bucket tool and then easily change or rescale it. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Consider giving me a like and a follow if you want more game dev content. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.